Bull Sessions in the Bing Lounge with the new 98.7 The Bull. Welcome to Portland. First time here?
Yeah.
Wow. No, so where did you spend most of your time growing up? Just obviously...
Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a stupid question. But no such thing as a stupid question, only stupid people, and I'm one of them occasionally. So, well, welcome to our town. You definitely picked a great week. This kind of weather never happens in October.
I got to walk out and shop and hang out in the little city today.
Yeah. Where'd you spend your time this afternoon?
Nordstrom's. Yeah, it was right across the street. So when you pull up and there's a Nordstrom's there, it kind of calls you over there.
So a lot of artists, they come out and they decide, oh, I want to be a musician. They don't grow up, in the music business. How do you think that gives you an advantage over someone else that's getting started?
I think I just have a better understanding of what I'm in for. A lot of new artists come in and they think it's all glitz and glamour and it's all fun and they don't realize how much hard work actually goes into it from not only you but your team and the people around you. And so I think that I just know that I'm in for it, and I really had to think long and hard if this was the industry, and it was obviously a no-brainer that this was what I was going to do, but I was prepared really well. My dad took the opportunity to make sure I had the tools I needed to survive in this industry, and made me go to college so that I had a chance to grow up before I kind of put myself out there. So.
Your dad, of course, really shy and sugarcoat stuff. When it comes.
Yeah. You know.
What do you get a lot of feedback from him? When you're, we're streaming this live, obviously all over the World Wide Webs and the internets. So, do you think you'll get a text from him like, "Hey, this was great. Try doing this different"? Is he very open with the constructive coaching?
Oh no, his, as far as performing and just being an artist, he's very. He's very like, do your thing, go do what you want to do. The very first time I went on stage with him with Mockingbird, I think I was 18, and he literally just kind of slapped me on the butt and was like, go give him hell. And I was like, that just meant, give it everything you've got. Don't be shy, don't hold back, just leave it out there. So he's not real critical in that, but he's a great mentor when it comes to being in the studio and a songwriting mentor. Obviously he's an incredible songwriter, and I couldn't ask for a better mentor as a producer, songwriter, singer, dad. He's a pretty well-rounded mentor to have.
We talked backstage a little bit that obviously you're married. What was it like for your husband the first time meeting your father?
I've answered this question already once today, and I always say, if you're asking that question, you have not met my mother. And she's watching, so she's gonna love that. No, she's definitely she's 5'3", but she feels about 12 foot tall to my husband because she never holds back on her thoughts. But my dad was really he kind of would just like walk through the room. He'd just be like. It was never, he would never say anything. He never called a boyfriend by his real name. It was always like a variation of that name, just so you know, I don't care to know you that well. And you're not going to be around long enough for me to actually learn your name. My husband, on the other hand, came in, and within like a month, they were talking sports and hanging out. And I was like, I literally went to my mom and was like, is Dad sick? What is he doing? And she was like, I have no idea. They say that if you have a great relationship with your dad, you'll find and marry a man that has the qualities that you appreciate in your dad. And I couldn't have gotten closer. It's creepy how much their personalities are alike.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure?
Oh, well, my grandmother watched Days of Our Lives when I was growing up. And it was like every time we had dinner, it was like the VHS was in, and that was like our dinner television. And so occasionally
quality,
I like to spend a Saturday
TV.
Catching up on some Days of Our Lives. You can catch up in 20 years, like in one episode.
Yep. The flashbacks and the memory loss.
Yeah. No Kardashians for me. I'm all about Salem.
If you've ever been unemployed, you've watched a soap opera or two in your day. Yeah, definitely. Well, one more thing, and I do this with everyone that comes in here, so I hope you're ready to be caught by surprise. Just feel free, just answer honestly. If you could fill in the blank. Do you mind finishing this sentence?
Sure.
I wish I was a guy because...
Oh. oh, I could have a beer belly. Guys totally get beer bellies. We're like, I literally am like, oh no, I'm not gonna drink beer. I started drinking whiskey because I was like, beer bloats you. This is stupid. And guys don't care, so I'm a whiskey girl because I don't want a beer belly.
All right. I love that. So you've got a single we're playing on the Bull right now called Get Your Redneck On. I'll let you talk about the song, introduce it. One more time here, Bull Sessions at the Big Lounge for Krystal Keith.
Thank you.